The Green Hill Zone. So serene, so beautiful, so, 16-bit. Our story begins when one day, Master Roshi 78 and his friend Avatar Tay decided to go for a stroll through the Green Hill Zone. But unfortunately, this happened.
Roshi, why do you attract calamity wherever you go?
Dumb luck?
Dumb is right.
Master Roshi and Avatar Tay, I've caught you snooping as usual, I see.
As usual? We've never met. We were out walking and you just rushed into us, dude.
What do you want from us?
It's simple, really. I am in great duress that the cursed Hedgehog is releasing a new movie, and to add insult to injury, they got the worst actor in the world to play me, Jim Carrey. Ugh. But now that I have you cornered, I can add you both to my compendium of robotic slaves. Unless, of course, you give the Sonic movie a bad review.
Wait, seriously? You chased us all the way over here with enough weapons to rival a North Korean military force, all because you want us to give a dishonest review?
Dishonest is such an ugly word. I prefer differently opinionated, and you will do it or else.
Or else what? You'll monologue us to death? Got him!
Okay! We'll do it. Just stop with the lasers.
Good lad. Now, cue the intro.
Hey, you can't just cue the intro. Cue the intro! The glory days of 90s gaming. Back in those days, it was always Nintendo versus Sega. Of course, Nintendo had their mascot to help promote them, Mario. But soon Sega would throw their hat into the ring of marketable mascots. Then, from out of the 16-bit ashes, a blue hip speedster arose. He's strong, he's fast, he's cool, and he's the unfortunate victim of DeviantArt fetish dungeons. He is Sonic the Hedgehog!
Sonic the Hedgehog was an adventurous little hedgehog who had the ability to run super fast. And with that power, he tries to save his home and his friends from the evil Dr. Robotnik and his menacing machines. During his adventures, he is followed by his two-tailed bestie, Tails, the hard-cut Echidna, Knuckles, and many others.
Over the years, there have been countless Sonic games, and most of them range from great to, oh dear God, no! But you can't deny that Sonic is an overall great character. Whereas Mario represents heroic charity and selfless adventuring to save a damsel, Sonic is the cool, extreme hero that kids of the 90s all craved for. And since then, Sonic's become a household name, pretty much still rivaling Mario to this day.
Then there are video game movie adaptations. Now, to be honest, video game movies do not have a good track record. Mario Brothers being a prime example. But in recent years, video game movies have become more bearable and clever. And after almost 30 years, Sonic finally gets his first movie. When the news of the film first came about, I was a bit skeptical. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the games, but as a movie, I was curious and worried about how it'll play out. When the teaser hinting Sonic's new look in the film, which was just a silhouette at the time, was released, the internet exploded with theories on how he would look. But then this happened.
Meow?
What is this? It looks like a guy wearing a poorly made Sonic costume and he had a pair of oversized dentures shoved in his face!
This looks nothing like Sonic! It doesn't even look like a hedgehog! It looks like one of the frickin' Jellicle cats!
And along with that remark, millions of fans were sent into a rampage. Some even signed petitions to convince Paramount to change Sonic's design completely, regardless of how much time and effort was put into the whole project. If you can call that effort. I mean, just why? Why? What? But instead of releasing the movie as is, or even canning the movie altogether, Paramount and Sega actually listened, and they not only rescheduled the release date, but also remade Sonic's design to what we have today.
Yes, but is a new look enough to save this movie from the dreaded video game movie curse? Well, let's find out.
So the movie starts where Sonic has escaped from his home world, the planet Mobius.
Even though it's never really named in the movie.
Right. Then Sonic ends up in our world and is forced to live in hiding from humans.
Some years later, though, Sonic has adapted and has become a legend throughout the town of Green Hill. He's particularly keen on a human cop played by James Marsden, whom he secretly calls his best friend.
After Sonic lets off a massive discharge due to his speed, the army is called in, and with them the advanced robotic specialist Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, who tries to hunt down Sonic using his egg drones.
Sonic tries to go home, but loses his portal rings running from Robotnik. So he enlists the help of his new best friend to get him to California to save him from the Mad Doctor.
So, what did we think of this movie?
For me personally, I thought it was pretty okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This strange character coming to the real world and going on a wacky road trip trying to interact with humans trope is really starting to get old. This is basically what you get when you mix the Smurfs and Hop. However, what does make this work is the fact that, well, you are watching Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's been a pop culture icon for almost 30 years, and honestly, they've written him pretty well. And it's just so cool seeing Sonic in his own movie. Another factor that made this work is Carrey as Robotnik. He just steals the show and chews every bit of scenery that he's in, and it's just delightful. He acted just like a character from one of his 90s movies. Yeah, Marsden did a decent performance as well, but Sonic and Robotnik really stole the show, as it should be.
As for me, I actually loved how the movie turned out. The story was fun, action-packed, heartfelt, and just all-around wholesome. It has something for every type of audience. It has something for the kids, the adults, families, longtime fans, newcomers, all of the above. If you're looking for something everyone can enjoy, this is a movie for you. I have a few nitpicks though. One of them would have to be the awkward camera angles. Look, I know they're supposed to mimic the feeling that you're rolling around the speed of sound with Sonic, but there were times the random spinning wasn't necessary, so it only gives you nothing but a headache, and I saw it without 3D. The other is Robotnik's dancing sequence. Don't get me wrong, it was hilarious. But then it just dragged on and on for I felt like 15 minutes, and I was just sitting there like, okay, we get it. We know you're scheming, but stop the seizure twerking and get to the point. The last nitpick, which is the biggest one for me, is Sonic floss dancing. Okay. I know Fortnite is a popular game, and if you're a fan of it, more power to you. But stop shoving it in my face! They ruined Avengers! They ruined Shazam! They ruined Star Wars! And now they put it in Sonic! What the hell?
Easy, She-Hulk.
My bad.
Still think floss dancing is cool, kids?
Anyway, despite all of that, I had a great time.
So did I. So if you're a fan of Sonic or just love decent kids films, then speed on over to your theater and check out Sonic the Hedgehog. Roshi gives this film a 7.5 out of 10.
And I give this film an 8.5 out of 10.
Fools! I told you to give a bad review. It's a video game movie. Video game movies never work.
What about Detective Pikachu?
Aw, I like that one.
Enough! Say your prayers.
Yeep.
No! A light bulb to my machinery! One of my weaknesses! Curse you, Hedgehog!
Sonic, you saved us!
What, and you thought I wouldn't? Yeah, come on, Tay, it was obvious.
Well, excuse me for being optimistic.
Well, I think it's time we speed out of here. Wait. We're missing something.
Yeah, I feel like I should learn something.
That's it. We need a tacked-on lesson at the end of this review to make it complete. Say no more. This is what I do. Hey kids, there's nothing like being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you...
Hey! Different lesson, for the love of God!
Okay. Remember kids, always take pride in your work. Even if you have to go back and change a few things. It's done wonders for me. Oh, good, so you can go back and change the fact that Sonic 06 ever happened? Nope. That's part of the canon. Deal with it.
So, what have we learned here?
Sonic's always gonna have a place in pop culture, good or bad, but still somewhat enjoyable.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
He's the fastest thing alive!
Later.
Sonic! I'm here! Now we can go on adventures and find Dr. Robotnik as a team!
You're too late, Tails! And besides, nobody cares that you're here.
Aww.
Now you know how WAYYY feels.